lovely sim racers. I'm Constantinos and this is Lovely Sim Racing. And tonight we're going to be working a bit on the lovely dashboard again. This is what we do here. It's more fun to work on code and design than it is on the actual driving. But it is what it is. I hope you guys have been well. Hope you had a really nice weekend. I hope everything went fine and you guys are back in sim racing and enjoying life in general. I have, like, the plan for today is I actually don't have anything planned. I'll just go through Discord as always, looking into any bugs or feature requests, and general chat with you guys. Yeah, I don't have anything specific, unless you guys have anything specific. If you do, don't hesitate to let me know, obviously. Hey, Gamer Guy, hello. Silvio, hello. Travis, hello to you too. Do you ever play Forza Horizon 5 or no? No. Do you see me playing anything? It's like, this is it. I don't play anything. This is it. This is what I do. I used to play, and that glimpse of enjoyment turned into the lovely dashboard, and now I'm just doing the lovely dashboard, which actually is very fulfilling, so I'm not complaining about that. But the only racing I do is actually on stream. So when I say on stream that, you know, this is practice, this is my first session of practice, I'm not lying. Like, I don't do weekends, because weekends is family, so it's not really an option to sit in a rig for 2, 3, 4 hours to run. I did that, you know, I did that once with the 24-hour Nürburgring, and that was also pain because it wasn't really easy to put the hours together. But in general, I do not race. Like, I do not run as much as I want to, which is why I have lousy results in my races. Just a few good ones, and I will be racing. Like, I do race, but it's only on stream. Now, Forza, no, I don't even have that game, to be honest. I'm having issues setting up games in general. Like, I installed Steve Matar. Steve Matar, thank you very much. He gifted me F124 as a pre-release. I had it installed. I tried using it, and why don't they have a normal menu? A normal menu with the mouse. It's a PC, for crying out loud. Why do I need to use my keyboard? I don't get it. It makes things so hard for absolutely no reason. And then I put the game on. I had the Ascher wheel. I don't know if anyone has this issue as well. Just let me know. I was running the Ascher wheel when I first set up the game, but I'm using SimHub Control Mapper. So I mapped everything in the game as SimHub Control Mapper using, you know, my phone, and I did the entire process. Ascher wheel works fine. I pop in the Greywolf, which I have right on the rig right now, on the rig. I pop in the Greywolf, turn on the game, and says, oh, we don't recognize that wheel. Of course you don't. It's a different wheel, but I want to use Control Mapper. So I go and find the mappings in the settings for control. I click on SimHub Control Mapper, the mappings that I had for the Ascher wheel, and it doesn't let me enable it. What the hell? I don't get it. Now I have to map everything again. What's the point? Like, the point of Control Mapper is not needing to do all that. I have actually no idea. Oh, it's a pain. It is a pain. What's the sound like? Is it okay? Because I also updated the new firmware for the Go XLR, and for some reason that's also not going to default. I have to do it every single time, and I'm afraid the settings are a bit different. Like, the microphone is a bit different. I don't know, maybe it's too loud, too low, music. Let me know. Just levels. Like, the levels. Flint, how you doing, man? Irix, dude. Jorg, how you doing, man? Hope you all are good. Jorg, I haven't seen you around, man. We should get in a chat. I want to talk to you a bit. See how you doing. Okay, sound is okay. Good. Yeah, and that's like... What games do I have? Let me show you. What games do I have? Just so you know, it's like, this is what I do. So I have Assetto Corsa Competizione, F124, Le Mans Ultimate, Automobilista, BeamNG Drive, which I only drove once only once, and I nearly broke my thumb because I forgot to take the force feedback down. It was at 100%. And I already told you guys, I have the DD1, which is a 20 Newton meter base, and I run that at like 95%, the base. And I lower the force feedback in game. It's basically what Aristoteles from Kunos had suggested. So you let the game deliver the exact appropriate FFB, and the base should be 100%. So the base should deliver whatever it gets. So I always lower it in game, not on the base. So the base always delivers full maximum capacity of whatever it receives. So the game is basically throttling everything, but the game knows how to throttle it because it's sending the signal. So it's, I'm assuming it sounds a bit more, it sounds more appropriate this way. Anyway, load up BeamNG. BeamNG has 100% force feedback because why not? And I load up the game, I get in a buggy and a buggy, and I go in like this desert, and I hit a rock, and the steering wheel just all turns all the way, and I don't have time to pull my thumb, and it basically flipped all the way back. So I only drove BeamNG once, and I don't think I'll do that again. Dirt Rally, I'm not even sure I've ever launched that game. F1 2021, 2022, 2023, again, same thing as 24. iRacing is the only game that I actually have played a lot more, and when I say a lot more, like time, 19 hours on Assetto Corsa. Assetto Corsa Competizione has 982 hours, so it's my top game, and the second most used game would be iRacing with 47 hours. BeamNG, what is it, like 30 minutes? 56 minutes for BeamNG, just enough to almost break my my thumb. Automobilista should be a bit more, 16 hours. Le Mans Ultimate, 111 minutes. Why not? F1 24, 39 minutes. One session with the Ascher. I couldn't get it to work again, and I couldn't be bothered. Assetto Corsa also. What is it? 19 hours. Yeah, I love that game. It's one of the good ones, you know. Race Room, 110 minutes. I don't even remember launching that game. And R Factor 2, 9.5 hours. Le Mans Ultimate should not be that much. Yeah, 111. So yeah, I don't get to play a lot. And when I do, it's Assetto Corsa Competizione because this game just works. It works with triples, it works with everything that I have, and it just works. So it's easy to get in. Even iRacing, I'm having trouble setting up most times. Like, I can't get the FOV correct, blah blah blah, and all that. So yeah, I can't be bothered. Like when I want to run, when I want to race and have fun, I just want to jump in, have fun, and get out. I don't have that much time. So yeah. Flinth, my dear boy. I think you're right. But since I'm sitting in front of my computer, maybe we shouldn't call it computers anymore. Yeah, it's not a game. They're sims. Well, BeamNG is a game, to be honest. And you can argue for Formula 1 as well, to be honest. What's not a game, in my humble opinion, is everything else I own. So Assetto Corsa, Competizione, Le Mans, Automobilista. Dirt Rally, I never tried it ever. What do I have here? Have I ever launched it? No. I have it bought, but I haven't even installed it. It's not even installed. iRacing, Race Room, not much experience with it. R Factor, these are all simulators. But BeamNG, Formula 1, they're on, you know, the boundaries. So, sorry. Hey Jeff, you need Wreckfest. I need Wreckfest. Yes, I need Wreckfest. Yeah. No, it's the cars are virtual. What is it? The cars are virtual, but the racing is real. Is that what they say? Lorenzo de Quitis, Sweeties, whatever. I'm enjoying the Greywolf and a tremendous amount. I didn't expect it to be this much. Yeah, I think it's an amazing wheel. I haven't put the Ascher on yet. I have to pop it back on. The only thing it's not perfect. The Greywolf is not perfect. Okay. I can't say much about the Ascher wheel, right? So for the Ascher wheel, honestly, I don't think I have any complaints for the Ascher wheel. I'll be honest. For the Greywolf, Federico, who's making this wheel, we're discussing every single day, and know that he's listening to every single piece of information and feedback he's getting. Just this morning, he was sending me, because I told him that the shifters, it's not that, I find them very soft, okay? I find the shifters very soft, and I also think they're very loud. And it's not the shifters that are loud, it's the actual switch inside. So if I push this, what you hear is not, they're all dampened, but it's not the actual aluminum hitting. It's all dampened. It's the switch inside. And this morning he sent me, I hope he doesn't mind if I show it to you guys. He sent me, he's working on it basically. Yeah. It's really loud on my phone, so you guys can hear it. But basically, old, new, old, new. He's listening to everything that we're saying. He is listening to everything, and he's going to make this an even better version. Because as I said, this is like a pre-production version. It is a version that has its faults. It is not perfect, but for what it is amazing. The way it works and everything. And I also have loaded the Daniel Newman profile on it, which Daniel Newman has prepared. So yes, I'm very happy with this wheel. And knowing that Federico is working on it actively and improving it, it's just amazing. You know, the thing with software, like I'm creating a Debugging dashboard, and if there's something wrong, I'll just push a new update and you guys will install it and everything's fine. Hardware is so much harder. Because obviously, if you ship this wheel as is, and you make a major update, you need to find a way to get that update to all of your users. That's why this is a pre-production unit. This is why it's not mass built. There's like 6 units, I think, only so far. And I think Federico is listening to all of our comments. Anything we say, either in this chat, in this channel, or I relay to him, or you guys directly message him on his Discord, and he's trying to fix everything. Otherwise, beyond that, I haven't found any flaws with the steering wheel itself. So it's mostly, you know, hardware stuff, like, you know, the clicking sound. Maybe it needs a bit stronger. I'll show you. It's not ready. It's not ready. But you know, I was working for the clutch bite point. So now, if you activate clutch bite point, you get that. Obviously, I don't have an image there, but you can just use this to set your clutch bite point, similar to how you would do with the Ascher. So we're building all these things in here. It's progressing the entire thing, but I think the steering wheel, as far as the steering wheel is concerned, it already is in a great place, and I think it'll only get better, honestly, from the things that I'm seeing that Federico is also doing. So. Jeff, you refuse to download any more F1 titles. User interface is probably one of the worst. Jeff, I don't understand why. I may be wrong, but we are living in 2024. Every single time I launch F1, I'm like, I need to close this game. There's this thing called a mouse. I have to point the camera in a different place. There's this thing called a mouse, and we can use it to navigate. Oh man, that just freaks me out every single time I open F1. It's always the same thing. I'm like, why? Why do I need to use a keyboard or a joystick or whatever? Anyway, I haven't, and to be honest, I've never, ever, not once, managed to set up Formula 1, any Formula 1 title, in a way that actually feels realistic, something I can drive. And I'm no real driver, so I am absolutely sure, though, that driving a Formula 1 car is nothing compared to what I'm feeling when I'm in this cockpit right here. So, yeah, I don't know. It's not my setup, obviously, but it's not correct. But what I'm feeling when I'm in the car, in the sim, should I do this? Should I do this? Will anyone get offended if I do that for F1 day games? It doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't use it, so it's fine. It never feels good. Force feedback, nothing. So if someone can help me out, maybe I could do it today. I have no idea. I just can't get it to work. Silvio, Silvio, yes, the Greywolf is in progress. So the Greywolf, the steering wheel, the one that I have in front of me, is a pre-production unit. It is still being developed. I know there have been a few units. I think there's 6 units shipped out. But they will all of them will be. I don't know who has them. I know I have one. I think Daniel Newman has the second one, and the other ones are either friends or reviewers or something like that. But it is a unit that is being developed. It's not 100% final yet, as far as I know. Yeah, that's all I can say. Like, I'm telling you guys that he's still working on things here based on our feedback, which is amazing, to be honest. I kind of love, like, I have all my wheels here because I love them. This is a beast. This is like I'm telling, you know, Federico, like these are the shifters everyone dreams of. It's not. This is not loud. Don't get me wrong. This is not loud. It is perfect. These shifters are the best. I do think the clutch are a bit soft on the Ascher. I do think they're a bit soft, but I don't use clutch, so I could care less. And then without any doubt, this over here is one of the best wheels as well. This thing, like, this is the most quietest shifter too. You really cannot hear this. It's like nothing. And the clutches are really stiff here. I think there's a too stiff. Am I being too weird? You know, one is too soft, the other one is too stiff. Clutches, always, always talking about clutches. Don't get me wrong. Anyway, I just love all of these 3 wheels. And like my most recent victory at Zolder was with this one over here, which is, yeah, I just think it's great. The only thing I hate about this is this. This is the only thing I really hate. I've said this so many times, but I hate this, the buttons. See, this is what makes a difference. So these buttons over here, they're the same translucent plastic, and they have almost the same shape as the Greywolf, right? They're nearly identical. Of course, these are plastic. They're plastic. What do they call that? Injected molding. So they're just, you know, your run-of-the-mill plastic injected molded, and they're not perfect in the sense that the light may not be perfect on either side. There might be some, you know, inconsistencies in how it's made, but they're still plastic. And on a Greywolf, they're plastic. Huge difference though. The Greywolf are CNC'd from plastic, which is a completely different. It's far more expensive, and the quality you get is the actual material. The button is 100% consistent in the way the light goes through it and everything. And also, this has got to do with the electronics inside. It's not the button, but this is something I hate on the Simagic. And the same plastic button on a Greywolf. It is so much deeper, the sound of the button. I think I like the Greywolf buttons better than the Ascher as well. I'm telling you, these are like, I'm torn between all these wheels. I just really love the shape of the the Greywolf. Reminds me of the Red Bull Formula 1, the top side and the bottom. Yeah, I think most of it does. And I really love these 2 buttons. So yeah, it is an amazing wheel. It is beautiful. It is great. Again, not without flaws. Not without flaws. But the flaws are things that, you know, will be developed, will be fixed, will be amended, and they're not something you cannot live without, to be honest. When I visited Jeff, he has, when I visited, which wheel did you have? The GT, the 32, was it? Yeah, I think you had the 32. And I don't know which generation shifters were on it, but when I would click those shifters, they weren't as loud as, like, they were, sorry, these were quiet compared to those. So I mean, it all depends on what your needs are, what your requirements are. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's not anything wrong with the steering wheel. It's just that things that are being tweaked and made to perfection. I think this is what's going to make the Greywolf stand out from the rest of the market. There's also things that have been discussed regarding pricing. Yeah, the GT Max 32. Regarding the pricing of this wheel, I know I'm not promoting this wheel in any way. Like, I don't want to promote it. I'm talking about it as much as I did for the Ascher and the Simagic. I'm not doing this because I'm getting paid or anything. This is me just criticizing and talking about this wheel. But when I hear people in Discord, on my YouTube as comments, or in Twitter saying that this wheel is much more expensive, or it's too much, 2,500 euros for this wheel, I don't understand where that's coming from. This is a very expensive wheel. It is far more expensive than any other wheel I would pay for, you know? Like, I don't know if I'd give this kind of money. It is expensive, but I know people that are given far more, right? I do not know why people are saying that this wheel is too expensive, and especially compared to other wheels on the market. And I'll give an example. The GSI, the Hyper P1, is sold for an X amount. I don't remember I think it's $1,800, I think, something like that, without tax. So you cannot compare 2,500 with that, right? The Ascher Racing is 1,500, right? You can compare that price with this one. But then again, this wheel also has a few things in the price included, and that is premium service. So when you buy this wheel, you can customize it, and it's all inclusive. So when you pay for this wheel, you can change the color of the handles. You can change the actual anodization of the wheel. You can make it gold if you want. It's all part of the price, right? The paddles are all included. Like, if you go in and do the Hyper P1 with all the paddles included, with the customization of the buttons, because you want to change the buttons, because you want to customize it, and you put tax, it's like $2,400, 2,400 euros, sorry. It's not that much apart from this. The difference with this is that you get that premium service. Like, if you buy this wheel, when it does become publicly available, you get to talk with Federico. You say, you know, I want the grips in purple, for instance, and the body in green, because you're the Joker. I don't care. You will most likely can get that, and it's in the price. So I honestly don't think that this is very expensive, but I don't think it's comparably more expensive than other wheels on the market. So yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know if this is a rant. Would this be considered a rant? Something like that. Something like that. Yeah, the Hyper P1 1650 for you, maybe, Jeff. I can check. But I was looking at it when I did everything and put shipping not included. It came out to like 2,400. But again, even if it's 2,200, it's still not that much of a big difference. Like the Greywolf with the Ascher has a big difference, right? They're both in Europe, and they're both with tax and everything. 1,500, 2,500. There's 1,000 between these two. But with the Hyper P1, where is it? What's the Hyper P1 price? Yeah, see, it's not the same. It's 15. Oh, it is the same. 1,570 euros. 1,570. And if you select the customized one with a 6 paddle and the hub in the back, so I'm just gonna put the simple hub, right? Add on at factory, because that's how you'd get this one as well. And you drop it in a cart. What was it say? Please upload a file. Oh, I can't do the customization. So with the customization, it goes to 1984. Okay, so this is the price. No shipping yet. 6 paddles with customization and the hub, because this one comes with a hub. It's 1984. I'm gonna remove the customization. It drops by 70 whatnot, so I can add it to the cart, because I'm not going to do any customization now. I have all this. Good. And I want to see what it goes with taxes. No shipping yet. Estimated taxes 400. It goes to 2550, and it's got 70 euros. Like, if you remove, like, honestly, this is it. This is the wheel with a hub. I've removed customization. Customization was like 73. So let's say shipping is 73. Duties, taxes, that's the price. This is what I would get. So I don't really know how much more expensive this is from the Greywolf. Yeah, whatever. And this is not about the Greywolf. This is in general how we see things, you know? When you talk about like this is very close to my heart. Research, market research. And this is something that I think not a lot of people do. They just look at the price tag on the website and say it's more expensive. Is it really more expensive? Yeah, Jeff gets it. Yeah. I mean, that's my point. That's my point. But I don't really care. Like again, I'm just saying these are very expensive wheels. This is like you need to have a lot of disposable income to get something like this. I understand. So it's not like I'm ignoring the fact that these are expensive to begin with. They are expensive. I'm just saying that comparing it to others, because people have been comparing, like, I'd rather get a GSI than a Greywolf. Okay, but it's not going to be more. It's not going to be more affordable. It's going to be the same price. It's a big difference. GSI is a known company with amazing support and amazing products and everything. Yes, no one's negating that fact. It's just that your argument that this is more expensive is invalid. That's all I'm saying. I don't own a Gomez. I need to get a Gomez wheel. I need to get a Gomez wheel, or else it's going to seem like I'm a fanboying against them or something. I don't know. Hate boying. What do they call it? Flint, I think the GT Neo will win everyone over. Like, I don't think anyone owning or wanting to buy a steering wheel should neglect looking at the GT Neo. The GT Neo is probably one of the best ever purchases you'll make for sim racing for the price point. And it is a very, very good wheel. So, yeah, you cannot ignore it. Definitely not. Celia says there's a market for everything. I think some people are complaining the high price because it's not affordable for them, and then they hate the wheel. No, Sylvia, see, that's my point. You can hate on something. I don't mind. Like, you can hate on a wheel, you can hate on anything. That's not my problem. My problem is when someone hates on something and the argument is completely invalid. Like, if you were telling me that this wheel is so expensive and why is this better than a Simagic, I can give you 100 reasons why this is better than a Simagic. And then you can go and compare and say, okay, I don't have this money, fine. But when you're comparing this to an equally priced steering wheel, this I'm honestly saying they're same prices, maybe like a difference of like maybe 50-60 euros, which is not a difference at this price point. When you have that as your argument, then I can't accept that. Like, find something else. Tell me that Greywolf, this is their first wheel. This is Federico's first wheel that's going in production and being sold, and for that reason, you can't trust this company. I understand it. That is a valid argument. GSI have been around for a long time. You can buy them with your eyes closed, blindfolded. You know you're getting what you're getting. Here, it might be a bit different. That is a valid argument. Price is not for at this level, not for this. That's all I'm saying. These wheels are more than what I paid for my first car. You can say that again, definitely. GTU is blinking to show low fuel. I am happy. You're happy when there's low fuel? Really? Well, who was there was someone that put, I think, an Asetek wheel in a Tesla. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think there's someone who basically modded a Tesla and added a sim racing wheel. I think it was the Asetek. I don't remember which Asetek though. Don't know them by heart, so I don't know which ones. Right now, all I'm trying to do is move over some files, a replay, so I can start working on some bugs, and it's taking a long time because I was downloading all this time as well. I prefer your turn dash over lovely, but not hating it. You like the turn dash more? Really? Or how do I kick you out of chat? How do I kick you? Sorry, I really like it more, huh? turn dash is nice. I love the design for it, but unfortunately it's been a bit neglected. You know, it hasn't been updated as much as it should have. So we had it in the last stream. Someone was absolutely not respectful for the work, only blaming on the price. I also say it's damn expensive, but I also say it's okay the price for the whole package. Silvio, that's where I stand as well. Honestly, it is. I'm going to say this again. It is very expensive. Like, I would find it very hard to give 2,500 euros to buy a steering wheel. Where I am today, like in a year from now, maybe I'm swimming in money. You know, and it's like I have 1 million members, and you know, I don't know what to do with my disposable income, and I'd buy it, and I wouldn't even skip a heartbeat. You know, that's not the case. Today, as I am now, with everything going on in my life, 2,500 for a steering wheel is a bit too much. That's my point. But comparing it to others, that's the mistake. You should always compare when you're doing market research. You should always find, like, you want to buy, like, you want to buy a car. Yes, okay, Ferraris are expensive, but do you need it? No. What do you want to do? When you find what you need the car to do, then go and search the market. You will find cars that cost 10 times more expensive for the same use case. What do you, like, what are your exact requirements? Then just lay the rules down. Like, this is what I want to do. And then you'll always kind of find, like, the balance between what I'm paying with what I'm getting. And that's where you fine-tune the price. Like, okay, but I want to have that extra bit. I don't really need it, but I want it and I can afford it. That's when you start playing around. But you need to narrow it down. So if someone comes out and says, like, this is very expensive, I can get the Simagic GT Neo. Yes, but you're not comparing it. It's a different thing. That's why I never, ever compared the Greywolf with the Ascher Racing. They're at different price points, so you cannot compare it. Which is better? It doesn't really matter. I think the Ascher Racing is a flawless wheel at this point in time. The Greywolf needs some tweaks and fixes, but they are both amazing. And if you have the money, get the Greywolf. If you don't want to spend that much money, get the Ascher. If both of them are too expensive, get the Simagic. It's as simple as that. No hate. No hate, people. That was a huge intro to my stream today. Silvio, yes. The Porsche RSR. I don't know how much it costs, but the Porsche RSR is an official Porsche wheel, so that little badge you have may be the largest part of the price you're paying. It's a different thing, though. Someone might want to buy it just for the badge, you know? Like, you know, you can't afford the real car, you get the steering wheel, which is an official Porsche product. It might make you happy. It's fine. When did you buy LMU? Asking for a friend, Robert? I don't know. Can I see it from here? Like when I got it? It probably needs updating. Yeah. No, it was updated. 4.6 gigabytes. Clear all. It's been updated. Does it say when I downloaded it? I have no idea. I think I got it the day it came out. I think I got, like, most games, I download them when they come out and that's it. Let me uninstall this one. Manage, uninstall F123. No point in having that on my drive. Sully, I think I will agree with you. I had for the longest time ever the Fanatec 2.5, which is 27 centimeters. It was very small. You felt it, right? And then after that, I had the Ascher. I also had a turn racing, the BP2 button plate, and the 30 and 32 centimeter wheel, which was great. I got the Simagic, which is again 30, and then the Greywolf is again back to it's 28. The Greywolf. I will say it doesn't feel 28. It is very heavy, so it feels a lot better. I don't feel the need. I don't feel the speed. No. I don't feel what I felt with the Fanatec. Like, I don't feel that need to overcompensate for this because it's very small, and it's not. You do feel force feedback a lot more. So when I run the Ascher racing, I can increase the force feedback. With this, I need to decrease it because it's a lot more painful, especially for my thumbs and everything, because it's smaller, so the force feedback comes in a lot stronger. But yeah, I prefer 30 as well. I prefer 30 as well. Ah, there he is, Federico. Thanks, mate. I thought you want me to record SimHub telemetry only because you don't have LMU. You sneaky you. No, Robert, I want you to record SimHub telemetry because I don't use LMU. I have every single game. I got F124. I don't know how to use it. Like, honestly, I have to set up everything. Like, the only reason I ask for you guys to come around and send me SimHub telemetry, there are a few reasons for that. The first reason is if you have a very specific case, then record that case, because for me to reproduce it, it's hard. Second, it might be something on your system, right? So for many of the cases, it was just in SimHub, in settings they had disabled the telemetry, so it didn't output telemetry for other drivers, so they didn't see anything. So if you give me that telemetry output, I will tell you that there is no information for other drivers. So then we start thinking, okay, why don't you have, like, if there were other drivers, why don't you have that? Because it was off. And we kind of figure out, and we go back from there. So we start off from what you're seeing. Now, I do have iRacing, I do have LMU, I do have Formula 124. But for me to launch Formula 24, set it up to work properly, and get everything working, I'll need a day to do that. And I don't have that time. Plus, if I do that, then I need to reproduce the exact conditions under where you saw that bug or a feature that you want. You just send me the SimHub telemetry and let's get over with. Like, I look at the data and we talk on that. It's far easier and quicker. So Robert, there you go. No, it doesn't work. No, for LMU it's okay. It works, but Formula 1, I can't get it to work. Not even throttle and brake. I have to set up everything. I don't know why. It's just painful to use. It is painful. All right, let's get some work done. Let's get something done here. I'm gonna do some bugs. Do you guys want me to do anything specific? Let me move over to the coding environment. So there's this ticket here. This is what I was doing while you guys. No. This is what I was downloading. As soon as I crossed the line, the delta was showing, man, which is not very useful. It's pretty hard to drive the car and do mental arithmetic. The issue comes up a lot. This isn't the only instance, but is the first one that I have a telemetry replay for. It seems to be a continuation of the inaccuracies since the way it's calculated was changed last month. Right. We can talk about this for ages. But I cannot be bothered. Honestly, I can. Let me pull up. Which one is it? 2905. This is. It's a BMW M Hybrid Le Mans full. All right. Hey, Deadpool. Federico, I kind of liked LMU. Just have one problem. It's not starting anymore, even after reinstalling. I've not tried it, so I don't know. I have it. It's been updated. You know, like when a sim is a sim and doesn't have triples, I get annoyed. And I'm referring to Formula 1 right now. It is annoying. Hey, Thomas, how you doing, man? All right, what am I looking for? So as soon as I crossed the line, the delta was showing minus. All right, let's speed up the telemetry. I'm looking. Okay, you guys can't see anything. Let me pull up the lovely dashboard. So you have some reference here, and I'm also going to pull up the lovely companion, so you have more reference. I'm thinking of using the lovely companion on my stream, you know? This is what you would see, which isn't, it's pretty cool, to be honest. Let's hit play and get on it. All right, so 9 is our driver. So let's see. Oh, you got the curved one. Nice. Nice. I'm happy you enjoy it, man. Let me make this thing go a bit slower. Thank you for letting me know, too. So the curved version is basically the exact same thing as the loved dashboard. There's just some reworking in the components to make it fit and look good on the curved. And on the curved, if you turn on virtual LEDs, it will have the strip on top turning on. So I don't know if you have it on or off, but if you do, it does have the strip on. Don't know if I have it by default on. Interesting. I don't know. Anyway. Hybrid system works for the cars that I have set it up to work with. For this one right here, this is the BMW M Hybrid on iRacing. You can see that the hybrid system is working up here, and also MG UK. So this is deploying, building, blah blah blah, and here it's balanced. The deployment is balanced, and it says how much battery you have. And when you change it, you get the alerts. It shows you the battery and everything. So depending on the car, if it's set up, if I have it, it will work in the dashboard. So let's see. What am I looking at? It says estimated time plus 10, and you can see that the estimated time here plus 10. I need to get rid of that, sorry. No, wrong button. Damn you here. So this is actually correct. So 340 is the estimated lamp time based on your 328. So the difference is 11 seconds. So this is correct at this point. Okay. So let's see how this goes. The replay, I have it in real time. So we shall see the estimated lap. Right now it's correct. So the estimated lap shows 340.5, 328. It's almost, you know, something under 12 seconds. And the estimated lap is actually that. Sectors are also yellow because something is going on. A Deadpool, to be honest, I don't know. I haven't tried it. I don't know. Guys, do we have Le Mans Ultimate with a hybrid system? I have no idea. If it exists, if it's there, it should work because we're reading the same properties. If it doesn't, Deadpool, please join the Discord. Send me over a SimHub replay, telemetry replay of you running the actual hybrid system. So deploying, building, changing all the modes and everything. And I will take a look at the data. And if it is, I'll enter it. I don't know if I have it. Honestly, I don't remember if I have it in there. Look at this. So this is correct, and this is correct. So crossing the line, 342, 13, almost 14 seconds. This is correct. So once you cross the line, let's see what the estimated lap will be. And this thing over here. So like crossing the line soonish, I think. And I'll pause it once it does. 343. And this 343.6 should go here. So we'll know that it's actually estimating correctly. Let's see. 343.5, 343.6, 343.5, 343.3, 343.2, 14 seconds. Looks good. It looks good. It looks fine. Hey, bye, Federico. Nice seeing you around, man. 342.9. Okay, so the estimated lap was 342.9. So the estimated was perfectly fine. Now, the problem is estimated lap is, what is this? So it just started, just starting the lap. We are on our 7th lap. We do have a best lap, so this, what is it estimating? This doesn't look right. minus 203.4 in this, obviously. This is just counting up. Let me move this just ever so slightly back. And create a bookmark here. So I have it for future reference. Yeah, Flint, I mean, estimated lap time in Nords is gonna be weird. Like, I haven't seen anything, to be honest, myself, but it's going to be weird. Yeah, it's just hard to calculate, especially that track. So now, wait a second. Let's go back to the moment we crossed. Yeah, now I'm going back and forth. It's not good for the... Oh, shit, I lost it. You didn't save the bookmark. Alright, let's see. Right there. Okay. So now we cross the line, 342.9. Yeah, I need to put it from the beginning. Why is it doing that? Why is it doing that? My replay sucks. Why is it doing that? Start 0 and... Oh. I'm an idiot. Idiot. I'm sorry. I'm just stupid. I am stupid. Okay, it's almost there. Alright, not there. Come on. There? No. I hate it when it does this. 3029, okay. I'll just have that as a loop and create the bookmark. Good. So now when I load it, it takes me there. Alright, this is just right before. So now it's estimated correctly. So I can see that it's just the data that we get. The first time I did it, so here's the weird thing. This is it estimating 329. Now it's completely off because it's... Yeah, I need to... Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to let it run again. I'm going to close the replay and reload it. Let it run from the beginning. Because this is weird. I just need to look at it. And look at the estimated delta compared to this, and this is correct. So 328.9 is your best, 335, and your all-time best is 342.09. Okay, these are all taken into account when given an estimation. So we don't have a best lap; it uses your all-time best lap and so forth. So it's now 12 seconds almost. Okay, doesn't look like 12 seconds. It's minus 11 now. What the hell? Now it's saying minus 11 off of your best lap time. Why is it doing that? Look what I'm going to do. I'm going to close SimHub and relaunch it. Because I think it's got to do with SimHub. So when Nicolas made these new new endpoints, new properties, they rely on information that exists in SimHub to calculate. So I just want, that's why I'm restarting SimHub. Just I want to see what's going to happen. It's on. Let's do the exact same thing now. Dash Studio, let's turn on this, and let's turn on this. Alright, and this, and pull up the same exact replay from the top. Take it, and here all I want to do is just change here. Okay. So now, I don't know why, this is what I want to check. If you have a best lap, why is it comparing the estimated lap against your all-time? Because this is what it's doing right now. Let me check these properties and how I'm calculating this. Yeah, so Sylvia, it only shows you your all-time best when you don't have a best lap time. That's important, but now we already have a best lap time, so why is it doing this? This is what we will do today. There's a mosquito in here, and I want to kill it. Am I a bad person? Am I a bad person? I don't know. Maybe I am. Do you guys love mosquitoes as much as I do? As much as the next guy. Alright, first we go to this specific part and we look at the estimated lap and see what function we're calling, because it is going to be get estimated lap time. Good. I don't remember everything. I write these things, but I don't remember what they are. Get estimated lap time. There it is. So the estimated lap time is a function that says if session best based simhub is not 0, then get the estimated lap time based on that. Otherwise, all-time best. So now I just want to test and see. No, I don't want to close it. What an idiot. Available properties. So I need to work a bit offline. So I'm just looking at the code here and looking at the properties as well. So what property am I looking? Die, mosquito. All right, so let's see, session based. Okay. So session based estimated lap time, session best based on SimHub. It's 0. So what we're getting here, so this estimated session best based on SimHub is 0. All right. So if this is 0, then we go over to estimated all time. Then we get this. Then it goes against your all-time best. Estimated lap time against your all-time best, which is the 342. This is what we're seeing here. But if we... Oh, this is SimHub doing something weird here. Estimated lap time session best. So this is your best lap time. Huh. I need to talk to Nicola. See how this thing works. Because there's these new properties for the estimated lap time. If I already have a best lap time, so if I already have a best lap time, my best lap time is 3:28.921. This is exactly what we're seeing in the dashboard. This is my best lap. Then this, let me see, estimated. Why is this? Damn it, Windows with a caps lock. So in all of my code, I'm using the estimated lap time session best based on SimHub. So we're using this as we're collecting data from SimHub. It is the best version of the estimated lap time. It is the version of the, because the estimated lap time based on SimHub's best recollection allows you to have the data even if it's a multi-driver event. And this was the problem that we had before. So now even if you're not the one driving the car, if you're the one driving the car but not the one that had the session best, it will still give you a predicted lap time because this is how this property works. But what happens here? Why is this 0? This is 0, this property here. Why is this 0? It shouldn't be 0 because I already have a best. So this may be just a glitch in the universe. Let us run. I'm gonna see. So what I want to do here is I'm gonna let this thing run the replay and see if this number will ever populate. If this thing does populate, this should be fixed. But my concern is if this populates now, this should always be populated. Like when I shut it down and turn it back on, this should be there. Because it's based on your session best based on SimHub, not all-time best or session best. So let's see. This is what I'm looking at. And this is what I go through. When you guys send me SimHub telemetry, this is what I do. I go through the data, you know, trying to figure out why it's not working. So looking at all the possible issues. So now I have to sit here. I can make it go faster. I can skip it a lot. See, it does go there. And now, see, this is what I'm saying. This is something that has to do with SimHub at this point. I didn't want to do that. So now the SimHub best based on SimHub information has information because it recorded it once. So now this should always be perfect. So this is the issue here. Yes. This should be predicting correctly. In my case, I want to change something. Let's let this thing run. Now it's on a straight, so don't think it'll be much of a difference. Once you get start getting into the turns, that's when you'd expect to see differences. Let's see, will it work? No. It is flat. It is estimating based on this session best. Huh. Will it change now? If it does, if it doesn't, that's a problem. No, you can't do a perfect lap. I need to let this thing run. So, first I'm gonna close SimHub, restart it, because I need to see exactly what I do now. Oh dear. Alright, let's go back, turn on the dashboards, see what happens now. Okay. Replay is a go. Pause. Wait a second. Let's get everything up and running. There it is. That's not right. Okay. Okay. Cool. Estimated. It's 0 again. Oh dear Lord. This is not correct, but I don't know how to fix this now, because this estimated lap time is correct. It is giving you minus, no, it's not correct. It's giving you based on your all-time best, which is a 342, not the session best, because we don't have the session best up here. Oh dear God. I shall quit everything and become a fisherman. Alright. Let's wait. It's just a waiting game. I don't want to push it because it might, because these are all things based on SimHub information, not game. If we had this information from the game, we'd be fine, but we don't. And this is something that we need to do now. We have to wait and see what and how it gets triggered. I can make it go faster though. This is 3 times faster. So again, the estimated lap time is perfect because it's estimating the lap time based off of your all-time best. The only reason it's estimated based off of your all-time best, pause, is because we don't have the session best based SimHub. So there's a session best, estimated lap time session best based from SimHub, and because this is 0, it's taking your all-time best, which is this. It's using basically, not this one, it is using this estimate. This is what you're seeing. And this is what the gap is showing as well, the delta. So if this is 0, then use that. Because if we were to use this, let's see, 329.05. Let's wait and see. Let's see. So I only have this like ×3. I have a DD1, Fanatec DD1. I'm waiting patiently until SimuCube discovers my stream and decides to give me the new whatever they're called, the SimuCube 2 Pro Ultimate thing. Although I do have Simagic as a partner, why don't they send me like the Ultimate? Damn, forgot about them. Don't get me wrong, I have 0 problems with the Fanatec. In fact, if I were to change my base right now, it would be a pain. I have everything going for it. Plus, I want to keep the QR2. I have the QR2 on all my wheels. So I would definitely, like, whatever wheelbase I'd get, I would keep the QR2 because I think it's amazing. There you go. The two ones that I said, the Simagic Ultimate or the Simagic 2 Pro. Just go with everyone, like whatever your budget is and whatever you feel. I don't have any experience with any other base, so other than like, you know, like a Logitech or a Thrustmaster or whatnot. So yeah, go for it. Alright. What's it doing now? Session based on SimHub. Now, this isn't 0. So now it's giving me an estimate based on your session best, which is a 328. Now it's correct. So now can we all agree that this is actually working correct? The QR2 is amazing. The QR2 is amazing. I love it. I have it on all my wheels right now. And if I want to use it on these, I just get an SRM adapter. This little thing over here. It converts a 50 or 70 millimeter base to whatever Fanatec's using, their proprietary screw holes. So I have that on all my wheels. Simagic as well. There's an SRM adapter for the QR2. Alright, let's see. So far, the estimate given is correct. Can we all agree on that? It looks perfect and spot on. So what my suggestion is that Joe is saying here, it's wonky. It's purely up to SimHub and how the data is transmitted to the game, to SimHub. In fact, so it's +7. Let's leave this thing running, because as you can see, he says that in this telemetry file, there is a problem. He specifically says that in this telemetry, this is the first one that I have telemetry replay for. So as far as you guys can see, this works perfectly fine. But let's wait. We're gonna cross the line soonish, I think. And I'm gonna let it go all the way in the beginning again. Silvio VRS DFP base. That is that the one with like the really thick cables in the back coming out that looks so super cool, as if it got like a little factory behind your steering wheel? I think the VRS is what Sim Racing Garage also has, his favorite. There's still ways to go. So 29, 3, 4. Yeah, this is the estimated in delta is correct based on the best lap you've done. Mosquito, I need to kill the mosquito. Yeah, the podium hub. I don't have the podium hub, no. I do not have a podium hub. Never owned one. I got the SRM emulator, which is a tiny SRM emulator, it's called. It's a little plug. I can show you. It goes into the base, and the base thinks it's a Fanatec wheel. And then I just use all these steering wheels without any electronics. You just buy that once, you put it in the base, and you can just pop in any steering wheel. Sylvia, I remember those those connectors are so awesome. Every time I see that wheel, I'm like, oh shit, that thing is like amazing. All right, look at the estimate, guys. It's working perfectly fine. We can agree that with the same exact telemetry replay that Joe had issues with, it's working for me. So I think it's just a matter of how. I mean, I can't ignore what he's saying, because obviously he's seen the issue. But why is it doing it? I'm gonna let this thing run and go to the beginning again. I want to see what's gonna happen, and pay attention to this figure here. If it goes to the beginning, let's pay attention to that. If it's gonna reset. No, wait. Wait. Pause. Why is it estimating 305? I haven't crossed the line yet. What's going on? What the hell? So start all over again. That's 0, yeah. I actually don't know now. I have to let it run again. It needs time. That is for sure. Again, look at those numbers. Oh god. Yeah. It's not good, is it? Okay, I don't know how I can fix this, because I'm basing it off of this information. And if I don't use this, then I'm going to destroy everything else that we have. So I don't know exactly, like, it's now working again. So it's plus 14 seconds, which is correct, based off of your best lap. Correct. That's how much it should be. Now, the moment you cross the line, it starts estimating again. So it takes some time to do this. This isn't always the case. Okay. Let me close this replay and pull up what I've got. This. What is this? Watkins Glen. It's got more drivers in it. All right. Let us check this. Deadpool, sim racing is a rabbit hole. I started sim with a Logitech Momo wheel and a desk, and now I have a full 80/20 track racer rig, direct drive, hydraulic pedals. Dude, Deadpool, it's a hobby. It's a hobby. And the definition of a hobby is you give money and don't ask why. As long as it fulfills mental and your heart, then it's fine. And if you can afford it, right? Like, don't starve yourself to get a direct drive, but this is what the definition of a hobby is. A hobby is not there to put in money and get money out of it. A hobby is you throw money in and it repays you with your mental health and your heart's desire. So it is a rabbit hole, but it's a good one, as long as you're into it. But that's exactly the same thing for any hobby. Alright, so now we are not basing this estimate off of the session best sim hub, because that's 0, so we're going to the all-time best. So this estimate here is based on your 136. This is absolutely correct. Silvio, have a great one, man. Thanks for stopping by, and yeah, have a great one. Your last lap is 0. It's basing it off of your all-time best. So these are the two numbers we're using. The session best based by SimHub and your all-time best. So if we don't have any session best based by SimHub calculated, then we go over to the all-time best. And it's quite simple. Now that we're going to cross the road, cross the line, we will have a best lap, I'm assuming. So once we get the best lap, the session best base will start working. And we don't have a best lap yet. So we're still basing it off the all-time best. And now we're just a bit slower, we're yellow. These are all correct, it's working like it should. Maybe it's the track that has the issues. I doubt it, but... I'm tired. We'll see. We'll see. Patience. This isn't a 4-minute track. It's a lot shorter. So again, this is working perfectly. It's basing the estimate off of your all-time best because you haven't set a session best. The moment you set a session best, it will start calculating based on that. And it's working fine. It is working fine. Yeah, well, you gotta do what you gotta do, Deadpool. Honestly, I feel good in ACC. I don't care about the rest. Alright, so we still don't have a best lap time? Okay, we have a best lap time now. Okay. Problem. So we do, so this is exactly now. We passed the line. We have a best lap time, but our session best based sim hub is estimating what? It's gonna fix it. But why is it doing this? Give it a second. This is not estimating, this is just counting up. Hold it. Hold it. Let's wait. I think we need to get, oh shit, wait. Why is, okay, that's it. I'm 23. I'm 23 now, but will I live to see 24? Yeah, just a reminder, a song. All right, let's cross the line. So now it's going up. It's not giving me an estimate at all for anything. I'm curious. So this also has to do with my sim hub. This also has to do with my sim because I've not run this track at all. So I want to see if that's going to make any difference. Let me put this thing 2 times ahead, 2 times faster. So now it's okay. And now it's working fine. So it needs to build this information. It needs to build this information. It's as simple as that. So SimHub is building this database with your session bests and others as well, and giving you estimates. It's how it's done. It's that new formula that Nicolas has built. So now, when I cross the line, it will be fine. But what I want to do now, there's one thing I want to do now. Let it cross. Boom. The estimate was perfect. You did a 136.352. That's what we want. This is what you want. Like, it's estimating 36.2. Let's see if the estimate number, this thing over here, is actually going to be the same as your last lap once you cross the line. If it is, then the estimate is working. Let's cross the line. Let's cross the line. Almost there. So 136.8, 137.1, 137.4, 5. Perfect. And the estimate is working as well. So now what I want to do is... this is based on this. So this estimate is based on your best session best, which is this. It's working perfectly fine. I want to close it. Close SimHub. Exit SimHub. Always. And reload it. Same exact replay. I want to see if it has any stored information. Because I understand this is frustrating, but if it's working correctly, if it has the data. The problem begins, all of these problems begin because games don't give us the friggin' data. They don't. So, if we had the data, we wouldn't have the problems. Everything's here. Let me start this replay, which is the one we were just seeing. There's nothing here. It's estimating based off of your lap, so there's no information here. I just want to see, now that I've run it, let me make this thing 2 times ahead. I want to see if it's going to give me the same exact issue on the second lap. Need input. Input. Alright, let's see. Crossing it now. Crossing the line now. What will happen? Will I have the session best? I don't even need that. I don't even need that. This is all correct. Boom. It's giving me an estimate based on my all-time best. Perfectly fine. Delta and estimated is fine. It's kind of freaking out here and there. I get it. Okay. Crossing the line, what will it do? Will it go back to the 0? It does go back to 0. So I'm going to, okay, wait. I will share this with Nicolas. So after this lap, it will be working perfectly fine. Let's see this. Parfait. It'll become yellow again. Okay. So now what I want to do is I want to pull up a replay on ACC. But I don't know which one. Monza, is this something? Well, this was mine. I don't even remember this, but we don't care about that. What we care about, what we want to see, is this. Look at all this information. 0 estimated lap time. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. This is what we're looking at. This is 0. So now it's giving me an estimate based on my all-time best, which was in a whopping 148.937 at Monza. It's that's how good I am. Okay. So now it's going a bit fast. We also have a little, yeah, we don't want to see that. We don't care about that. So now let's just focus on this just a bit. The estimated lap time against my all-time is correct. All right. Once I get and remember, a best lap time is only a valid lap time is considered. So unless I do a valid lap time, a valid lap, that won't be considered a best lap. And this, I'll tell you now that I went off-road at Monza at the Ascari. So it's not valid. We'll just wait. You will wait with me. So that wasn't the best lap because I went off. Let's see if I'll do a valid lap here. So far it's good. Turn 1 was okay. Curva grande. We're doing it. Okay. First chicane was safe. And now going into the Lesmos. 1 and 2. Now going back to Ascari. Variante. Off again. Damn it. This won't be valid again. So it's still continuing. No, it's not. It's giving me a session based. Where is it finding it? See, ACC works better. Now, let me go back just a second. This value is 0. That's funny, ain't it? So this value is 0 at this point. Went off. Still off. Okay. When I cross the line, I've not done a best lap. But that is giving me an estimate. And it's doing it here as well. So now it's going up. Okay. What is it doing? 152 with a 112. What is this? Oh my god. Pause it. Pause it. Pause. Estimated delta, if session best is that, then it's getting it all time. Format time, all time best minus. So now it's getting it from 150. What? All right, so hold on a second. Now I'm getting annoyed here. Now I'm getting mad. So the delta is showing plus 112, but my estimated lap isn't so far off of my session best. Why is it 112? I'll tell you why it's 112, because 152 is 112 seconds, so it's showing it from 0. It's calculating it from 0. So I'm assuming I don't have an all-time best here. All-time best. Come on. All-time best is not supported. Why? All-time best is 148. What? What? Right now I'm angry because I have this number and this is what I'm using. All-time best base. So this, I'm doing this minus this all-time best. Why is this 112? Should not be 112. Oh, but wait. Get that out of there. Come on, SimHub. Come on. Come on. Session best base. No, we're not using this. All-time best is 115. This is 152. So it's using the session best minus. I don't have a best lap time. Oh my god, it's giving me that. Okay, I think I found the bug. I think I found the bug. No. So the delta is what it's doing now. Since we have the session best based SimHub, we have this number. It is Removing my best lap time, but I don't have a best lap time because I've been stupid enough to not actually have a best lap time. So now this is at 0. My best lap time is 0. So this is what it's removing. So I need here, I need to check if I have a session best. So what I can do is, if I don't have, and let me know what you think. So for this delta, this is giving me an estimate based on some record or something. Like, but what the delta is, if I don't have a session, what if I do my all-time best? If I don't have a best lap time, give me the all-time best. Alright, this is a dilemma here. Oh, what do I do here? What do I do? What do I do? What's the right thing to do? So I don't have a best lap time, but I do have an estimate based off of SimHub's recorded data. Right, so that's the 152.835 is coming from SimHub. The delta that says plus 112 is not working because I have not set, oh my god, these edge cases. Wow. So now I haven't had, because I had 2 laps that I went off, I haven't set a best lap. So now the delta is saying, there's an estimated lap time, let us remove your best lap time and figure out what the delta is. But I don't have a best lap. So I can either do one thing here. I can either give me a delta based off of my all-time best or based on the last lap. So what I can do is say, if I have a last lap, show me the delta to the last lap. If I don't, show me the all-time best. If I don't have that, well, then you can go to hell. I'll actually put that in the code. Let me clean up a bit. All right, so for the delta, if we have that value, we get estimate. But what is this estimating against? What is this estimated? It's estimating against the session best based on SimHub data. So wait a minute. Hold on. No. Wait a second. I think I have an idea. Stop it. Stop it. Because I think might be a stupid idea. Stop. Cancel that insert function. Driver best lap, and which driver? The driver that has the best lap. Okay. This could be something it's doing. So this is basing the estimated lap time based off of the fastest lap that was done on this track right now. So it's a 148, the fastest lap currently. Like if I even switch here, fastest lap is, there it is, by a TrueProf, 148.437. So it is estimating my lap time based off of this. So I'm going to use this. I shall use this. I shall use this. And if I don't have... Alright, so what I will do here is an if statement within an if statement. It doesn't matter. Right now it doesn't matter. So if my best lap time is not equal to 0, then use that. Fine, that is fine, that is perfectly fine. But else, don't use that. Else, use this. Let's use that. So what I've done now in the code, and it's just too much to show on the screen. Let me make this thing a bit smaller. Blah blah blah. So what I've done here, it's estimating that if it's not 0, so if the session best isn't 0 from SimHub, so we're going into this thing here, then check if I have a best lap time. And if I do have a best lap time, so it's not 0, then use that best lap time. Otherwise, show me the delta based off of the best lap time in the session. I'm probably going to screw this up. Share now. Let's see what that's going to be like. Still 112. It so because of this, so because of why is the delta? No, it's 112. Driver best lap, get best lap position. Okay, so that should give us. That should give us the driver. Oh god, time 10 seconds to remove that. It should give us 152 minus, but it should give us like 4 seconds. What is this about? Save? Did I forget to save? It's gonna give us a little number here. It's 112. That's not nice. So the fact that it's actually working here is of a concern. I don't have a best lap. Ah, shit. Yes, okay, hold on. Oh dear, SimHub. Good, okay, fixed. Fixed. Now hit save. Now this should go from 112 to +4. Because that's the gap of the best lap. There it is. Alright. Aight. So this is fixed, but what happens if no one has a best lap? This is literally getting the best lap of anyone on track. Not this, like, honestly, it's like if there's a best lap, it'll compare your lap time will be compared against that. I think that's what Nicolas is doing. I can confirm that, but I think that's what he's doing. So if there's no best lap, Alright, I'm going to leave it like this. Get rid of that layer there and hit save. This doesn't solve any of the other problems. It just solves that. So now the best lap I know is a 148. I know it because I can go here. So the best lap is a 148.43. So this is green, not big. Oh shit, now I have a best lap. Okay, so now it's got my best lap. Damn. Let's go back to the beginning. I want to race so bad now. So your all-time best is 148.937. Perfect. So the thing is, it works in so many levels now. If the session best based, because this is the most important, you always want to compare your estimated lap against your session best, right? And this works really well if there are multiple drivers and all that. So this is fine. But what I was doing in the code for the delta is, right now it's working fine. So the estimated lap time is comparing your estimated lap time against your best lap time. So this is fine. This matches. This is almost 49, so it's 8. Yes, it's fine. Once we have a value for your session best based, so now the estimated lap time, once we have a value here, the estimated lap time will be showing this, which is based off of the best lap time set. So your estimated lap time is being based off of that lap time. And if we have a value here, but we don't have a best lap time, then the delta will reflect that. So it will show you the delta of your estimated lap time against the session best lap time, whoever that is, which is fine. But once you have a best lap time, then it will always show you your delta based off of your best lap time. So let's see if that works now. This currently is off of the best lap time, which we already said it's a 153.4 right now. Yes, 153.4 by Lindström. Lindström has it. I can see it here. So 154.843, it increases immediately. I still don't have a best lap time myself, so now I'm going against the 148.437. So it's just what it's going against. Okay? Until I get a best lap time. Until I get a best lap time. So now what happens if everyone goes off track? So no one has a best lap time. I don't know. What happens then? Shit. Oh. If no one has a best lap time, then we don't go into the session best based by SimHub. We'll just remain in my always best, my all-time best. All right, so now that I have a session best, now it compares it to my session, to my best. Okay. Now, obviously I need to fix this. The label, should I? It says estimated lap. If I put this here, you know what I can do? I can do this. I can do this. Hold on, caller. All right, let me do this and let me know what you think. I know you're not going to reply, but let me do something stupid here. No. Estimated lap. So if you don't have a best lap time yourself, all right, so if I go back here, wait, let me save this. Let me see if this thing's gonna work. Go to the beginning. Okay. Oh dear, it's 11, 16. All right, so now it's showing me that it's giving me my estimated lap time based on my all-time best. Okay, my all-time best. Fast forward just a few. It's still there. Let's finish this lap. And once we have a session best, like any person's best, it doesn't matter. Slow down. So once we have any person's best on track, and if I don't have a best, if we just have that, it'll switch over, and now it's telling me that it's giving me the estimated based on the session best. The delta is doing the same thing. So it can't give me a proper session best because this is the data that I'm getting. This is the data that we are getting. But this, as we've seen, changes as the more you run, the better data that we get. So hold on to your thoughts. Currently, the session best is 153.4. So this and this are matching. 153.4 is the current session best, and I'm actually better, but the color is wrong. Why is the color wrong? Okay, we can fix this as well. Okay. So now this should be not be yellow. But it was all yellow. Shit, what am I doing here? How do you fix this thing? So now the color, it's negative. So it should be... Why is it yellow? I'm trying to figure this out now. I'm just looking at the code that I have. So if it's a valid lap, type event if it's null, and no. I added that new part. So I need to put that in the color as well. So what I need to do here, best lap time. Okay, so here, what I need to do is put an if statement here. Sorry, you can't see anything, but trust me, it's boring. I need to put the same exact if statement, where in one case, and the other. In the first case, I will use the, if I don't have a best lap time, then no one has a best lap time. No. So okay. So if my best lap time is not 0, then it's the other way around. Yeah, correct, Amondo. Alright, so this will be a bit weird. I'll need to see what it does. But the color should be green now. That's the point. But I don't know if it's going to be green right now. Ah, indeed, it's faster than anyone else, so it's actually purple. So maybe this would make more sense. The label here reads estimated lap current session best, whoever that is. And currently the current session best is by Lindstrom at 153.435. So we're doing the current session best. We don't have our own, we're just taking that. And this is the estimate as well. So let's hit play and hope for the best. So we're doing a replay from the start, I think. Almost the start. Gonna do it from the start. Go ×2 speed, because I'm too bored to do it all over again. Alright, so now estimated lap time. I'm gonna go and try Joe's code as well, but honestly, it's a limitation to, like, this is as far as I can take it. I'm just tweaking this for this edge case that I discovered right now. So right now no one has a session best time, whatever, so it's 148.937 against my personal all-time best. Now it's estimating against my all-time best. That's what it's doing now. That's what it's telling me. That's what it's showing me. Which is good. The thing is, I won't be getting a best lap because I'm going to do some off tracks. So going into the Lesmos now. Fine. Okay. Ascari. And I think this is where I go off the first time. So this is because of this. Yes, I go off here. So because of this, I don't have a best lap. Again, my estimated lap time is based off of my personal all-time best. And the current delta and lap is fine. So I cross the line right now. And now it's giving me against the current session best. Let me pause. Okay, I think this works fine. So now what it's doing is it's giving me an estimated lap time and delta against the current session best lap time. So I don't have one myself, and it's just doing that. And I also got now, I also did an off track. So again, no personal best, current session best. So again, we are going against the current session best, and we're continuing to do so. Current session best is 148.437, and our lap time delta against that. So I just hope I get a best. I hope I get a best lap here. Color and delta are aligned. Color and delta are aligned. I hope that wasn't an off track. Crossing the line right now, and I have a best lap time, and now it's estimated lap based on my personal lap. Okay, this works good. Now let me go back to Joe's replay on iRacing. And obviously it's wouldn't have fixed his issues, but right now 329, it's giving you an estimate based off of your current all-time best. Makes sense. Giving you an estimate based. This is not right. I don't know how this works right here. Oh, fudge me. I want to cry. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm getting crossed information here. It's telling me that there isn't a session best based on SimHub, which is not true. There is. There is. Alright, let's go ×4. I want to see something. There is a session best based on SimHub. I have it. I have a best lap. So it should be going into that. Why is it 0? Why is not seeing mine? It's comparing it to my all-time best. And it's a proper comparison. But now it's comparing it to the session bet, the best. Okay, if it works though. That's the thing. Now it's comparing it to my best lap. So as long as that there's information here. So now it's yeah. I'm telling you. See, now it has the information there. I want to fix something else as well. Okay. All right, so I think this is fixed. I don't know exactly. I'm gonna go revisit Joe's problem. But I'm gonna record a video now because I saw it in front of me, and it's a good chance I can do that. Hey Kurt, how you doing, man? Hello. All right, so I will do a small tutorial here, so I can record it. Give me a second. Let me set up everything. Didn't want to do that. I want to turn on the replay. All right, I'm gonna do something live, and hopefully it'll work out, and I'll be able to keep it. All right, so I will be. Okay, let me take this from the top. All right, so what I want to show you right now is how to contribute to the car classes repository, which is a brand new, I wouldn't call it a product, it's a brand new service basically on my lovely GitHub page. So what this does is it's just a simple JSON file, super simple, and I will show you how you can edit it and contribute to it, where we do pairings, mappings if you may, of car names or car IDs or whatever the hell they're called in the sim you're using, and basically mapping them to a shorthand. And why do we want to do this? Let me show you an example here, what we see in the lovely dashboard. So here's an example. We see BMW M Power, whatever that is. So this needs to be converted into a shorthand so it fits in here properly. Also, BMW M whatever this is not something that reflects its car class. In fact, I don't know. The car is the BMW M Hybrid V8. So correct me if I'm wrong, this is an LMP, right? Oh, this is a hypercar, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is a hypercar. Let me Google it. Does anybody know what this thing is? The BMW M Hybrid is a hypercar, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think it's one of, yeah, it's the hypercars. LMDH? LMDH, okay. So I'll start this thing over again, but I think it's the LMDH. All right, so let's do this over then. LMDH, perfect. I found that as well on their website, which is kind of nice to be able to have. All right, so let me start over so I can make a video out of this thing and maybe have something positive out of this night, out of this stream. All right, so perfect. Okay. Yeah, I know, Jeff. Let me do this because okay, starting off. Perfect, good. All right, so I want to show you guys how you can contribute to the car classes repository on GitHub. It is a simple repository that just basically makes a map of the full car ID or car name, car class name that's in SimHub, and it converts it to a shorthand. The example that we will be doing today is for the BMW M Hybrid V8, which is a really long name, and it's basically an LMDH class. So I'll show you how you guys can do it step by step. I know GitHub is not something that you all are familiar with, but it shouldn't be something that should scare you. I'm using the GitHub desktop app. I am not proficient at GitHub as well. I don't use GitHub with its terminal commands, and I'm not that kind of person, right? So I'll just show you the steps as simple as I can think of them up front without having anything scripted. So let's go. First off, let me switch over to the camera. So the first thing you need to do is identify the problem, the problematic name. So as you can see here in the dashboard, this is where the area you'd expect to see a class name, but right now it says WMPA. What is that? Essentially, it is the car you are driving. In the replay, because this is a replay, I know it's a BMW M hybrid V8. What we want to do is you want to go over here to the properties and find the car class. So in SimHub, pull up the available properties, and you will find in the car class a name, BMW M Power. This is the name that that iRacing is sharing with the dashboard, and this is the key that we want to convert into a shorthand. So what you want to do is copy the value. Maybe you don't want to do it yet, but that's what you want to do. You want to copy that value and have it, but maybe we can do that later a bit. So the next step, what you need to do is, first off, go and download GitHub Desktop. Let me find it. It's an application you can put on your computer. The URL is desktop.github.com. Download for Windows. You download it, you install it. You need to create an account on on GitHub, but that's no different than any other account you would create. So there's nothing special there. So once you have this application downloaded and installed on your computer, the next step is to find the actual repository on GitHub. And it's under the lovely Sim Racing organization. I'll put links in the separate video so you guys can find it. And it's called Lovely Car Classes. So in here we have some documentation. I'll also put this video in here so you guys can see it. But the important thing is, once you're on this repository, you click on this button that says Code, and then Open with GitHub Desktop. Click on that, and it will automatically just pull it in. This one going on to empty folders. What is this error? Maybe it already exists. Hold on, let me see, because I already had it. Let me delete it because we're doing this step by step with you. It already exists, so I'm deleting that. Good. Right. So again, app is closed right now. It's not even running. I hit the button Code and say Open with GitHub. So I don't have this repository on my computer. The only repositories are these. So you'll see what happens. So I click on Open with GitHub Desktop. It will pull up GitHub app. It'll ask me this. I say clone, and it will basically bring up it'll download everything that's on GitHub into my computer. And from here on, this is the desktop application, the GitHub Desktop. Let me make this a bit smaller now because we don't really need it. And there's not much you can do on the site now. What you do have now is, through the app, you have the lovely car classes on your computer, and under Documents, GitHub, there is the folder Lovely Car Classes. In here, there's a data folder that has the car classes JSON, and this is where you guys need to pay a bit more attention. It is, again, it's not going to be hard. I'm using well, what is this? VS Code, I think. Right. So I just opened that file, the JSON file. And in here, you have all of these mappings that I was referring to. So what we need to do now is essentially add one more. And what we need to do is basically copy this value and go down here and add it in the same exact format as you find this. And call this LMDH. Okay? So we added it. That was pretty much the exact process of adding a brand new mapping inside the car classes JSON. Now, what's next? You need to save this. The moment you save this, in the desktop application, it'll let you know that you have made a change. Now, the simplest way to do this, you can commit directly, but obviously that's not what you want to do. You want to come up here where it says branches. You want to create a new branch. and call this, I would call it the name of what you just added, right? So no spaces are allowed. So BMW M Power. You want to do that. You want to create this branch and bring the changes along with it, the changes that you just made. So you're switching branches, and you're now in this branch, all right? The changes that you made, it shows you here that you added the LMDH and you added a comma on this line. Everything's fine. And here, just commit and say LMD, whatever, it doesn't really matter. And hit commit to BMW M Power. Once you commit, you can publish this branch. And now this branch exists on the website. And I'll show you. On the website here, it says, just happened automatically, there is a new branch with BMW M Power. So this is the branch that you just committed to. You, not me. You did this. In here, again in the app, you can do preview pull request. Hit that button. And this is what essentially will notify me that you have added something to this repository. And you do create pull request. And when you create pull request, it will take you to the website again. Everything's ready here. All you need to do is create a pull request. Okay? And you're done. That is all you need to do up until that point. I now will get a notification that says, oh, you know, Constantinos or whoever you are created this pull request, blah, blah, blah. And I will basically merge this into the actual repository. This is something that I do. When I merge this, it's done. If I go back to the root, and that was it. That was the process. That's it. That's all you have to do. Nothing more. I did the rest part, the part of merging and confirming. And I just did it right now because I'm the one committing and I'm doing everything. So it was just one flow. For you, it would end the moment you create that pull request. And now if we go to data, and this is the main branch now. If we go to data and look into the car classes, there it is, BMW M Power LMDH. It's already in there. So let's get rid of everything. Let me get rid of that and go back to SimHub. Now this will not work immediately. Actually, let me close SimHub and just do that demonstration because it will not work immediately. It needs to fetch the new URL. Closing it. Good. And let's restart SimHub. And now, most likely, if everything works fine, you will see LMDH instead of BMW M Power in it. SimHub is restarting. Give it a few seconds. Let's pull this up, and the same exact replay should now show us. Well, it's not loaded yet. It will load though. Well, trust me, that's how it's done, and it will load. In fact, we can wait just a second until it does. But that's the process. That is the exact process that you need to follow. And there's nothing to change in the dashboard. In fact, it's so simple. You can create as many mappings as you want. I will be getting these pull requests. I will be just checking to see if the formatting is okay, if it makes sense, possibly checking if the actual class is correct for the car, and then merging it and putting in there. And then at some point, when this thing updates, because it does take some time to update, especially in the dashboard, it will show that class in the dashboard as you'd expect it to. That's it. And hopefully you can contribute as many as possible so we can create this huge repository of all these mappings and possibly, you know, fix this for the Lovely Dashboard and anyone else, because these repositories can be used by anyone. It's not just the Lovely Dashboard. That was basically it. I'm gonna cut that snippet out and make it a video and put it everywhere else. This should update, to be honest, but it does. So there's this thing in SimHub where it keeps a cache. So this will update at some point. Let me see. Do I have this anywhere else? Actually, I can. In front of me. Not yet. It will update. I'm curious why it's not updating already, though. It should. Let me reload the dash. It should fetch it, but oh, there it is. Okay. I mean, it's right there now. Hopefully you guys will be. Yeah, I mean, LMDH now is instead of seeing the BMW M Power, and hopefully you will be contributing to this database, following the steps that I showed you. So you know, GitHub desktop, clone it, edit, create a new branch, commit, and then request a pull. Basically, do a pull request, and the rest is on me. That's all you need to do. Nicola, how you doing? Jeff, you speak IMSA, WEC F1, SRO. So Jeff, all those cars in iRacing, if you spot any car class inside the dashboard that doesn't seem correct, follow the steps in this video that I just did and add them. It really is very simple. I know, you know, like the whole GitHub thing, I don't know all the commands. I don't use terminal. I use GitHub desktop. It's simple, you know? So I encourage everyone to basically do the same thing. I should make a video on the track data as well. Track data is a lot more involved because you need to get all the points and everything. But this that I just showed is like super simple. Feeling kind of ill after the wait. You were at the Grand Prix. I hate you. I don't hate you, but you know what I mean. Damn it. That was a good race. I really enjoyed that race. Oh, come on. Jeff, do I need to spill it out? This isn't just for iRacing. This is agnostic of sims. This is any sim. Any sim that has car classes will do this. Will work. So, yeah. Do your, like, Gran Turismo 7 thing, Jeff. Just add it. I am good. I am good. I am good. Weekend was great, to be honest. Yeah, the stream, we're going on for almost 2.5 hours, and we only did one thing. And that was just discover that some things work in certain ways in SimHub. I will continue revisiting the whole estimated lap thing, but it is what we have. It's the best thing we have right now. All right, I think basically that's all I can show for tonight. It's already pretty late. It's almost midnight. So I think I will be heading off. But before that, I do want to thank all of my lovely members. Let me pull them up here. Perfect. Good, let's get rid of all that. Let's go over to the supporters. Jeff, we all know you secretly do Forza and GT7. We all know that. Nicola, we have Spain next, which is Spain. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, I have not given any updates on everything else that I'm working on, but I'll do that maybe tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to give you guys some feedback on a few things that are happening and are moving fast. Yeah, we'll leave that for tomorrow. So don't forget, join me tomorrow again around the same-ish time. I'll be working on the Levy dashboard again. I will not race at all. I think maybe on Thursday I'll do something. I think is it Donington? No, where's LFM? My God, if it's anything like too weird, I'm not going to do it. Where's the 25-minute races? Where are the 25-minute races? 25-minute race circuit. Oh my God, really? It's in Circuit de Catalunya, Spain. All right then, Formula 1 in Spain. I shall be there too, but on Thursday. So I'll be racing on Thursday. All right, till then, huge thank you to all my gold members, which are now 42. Anthony Hall, Augustin Martin, Alex Luce, Brandon Honnold, John Hart, Claudio Farfara, Cody Fowers, Corey Wise, Dan Westerman, Daniel Newman, Enrique Castillo Bachero, Brian Spiracus, Graham Bapti, right? Jeff King, Iñaki Duranona, Alan Suzanne, Jason Rivera, Jens Bauer, Jared Davis, Stefan Malfier, Kieran Lowe, Chris Rollins, Marianne Christel, Mark Long, Michael Murphy, which is the latest one, I think, Michael Pagliaro, Patty Falconer, Brad Jackson, Pon2K2. Please go into Ko-Fi and add your shipping and name and address. I can send you the lovely stickers. Robert Robles, Rita Brulman, Juan Rodriguez, Sean Reed, Simon Tunin, Heiko Batts, Josh Fulton, Tobias Hoff, Vincent Hom, William Martin, Mark Worthington, Mark Gale. Vincent is also a new one in the gold members, so thank you very much for supporting me, and thank you to everyone else who is continuously supporting this project. Stick around tomorrow. I'll be giving a brief update on everything that's happening in the lovely universe, and letting you guys know where everything is and when to expect what. And then on Thursday I'll be doing some races. So thank you very much for joining me again tonight for one of the most boring streams on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I hope you learned a few things as much as I enjoy learning and sharing. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.